Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. I hope you all are doing fantastic today. It is Tuesday and it's our daily reading. I am sticking with the Barbieri one more day. I thought about changing, but I don't know. I think I should stick with them. So I'll use the Witch's Tarot for clarifying like I have been. So let's get started. Let me give it a couple more shuffles. Sun's out today, finally. It was pretty gloomy here. Okay. What do we need to know? Current situation. Tower. Present influence. That is justice. Interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. Future influence. Five of Pentacles. Unexpected. Death. Challenge. Five of Swords. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. Boy, this is interesting. Because with the Tower and then the Ace and then the Justice, interesting. Where does this lead? Sun. Four of Wands and advice. The Wheel. Six of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So it's interesting because this is about recognition, right? Usually almost in a celebratory way, you know, like you're on the people are acknowledging you. Now, it could be a little quieter as far as just being recognized by someone in particular. It's interesting to me because there's something here where I feel like someone recognizes something, and it's not, I don't know if it's necessarily you, but that with that recognition comes this influence of the justice, which means the right thing. The right thing needs to happen here. With that, the current situation, this is what's causing the Tower, the change. There's something here that has to be righted. And then this Tower comes in. Now, it's interesting. We'll clarify the Five of Pentacles because this isn't always a negative card. Now, can be a hard card as far as leads to a little bit of insecurity, but we've got the Sun and the Four of Wands. So, but we also have the Death, which, you know, so the growth. So there's good stuff going on here. Let's clarify the Justice first. Let's see what that is on our present influence. Using the Witch's Tarot, I'm going to shuffle. I mean, we've got bright stuff going on over here. This is kind of dark. So, and sometimes, right, we have hard days that lead to good things. So let's see what this is. Tell me what this Justice is and present influence. Whoa. Come on, cards. It's not the shuffler, it's the cards. What is the Justice? Knight of Wands, Emperor, and Hangman. There may be something here about... Whoa. So the Knight of Wands and the Emperor, interesting energy. So the Emperor is Aries energy, control, leadership. The Knight of Wands is like, I feel like there may be some kind of news coming in, and it could be something about a leader or something. And the Justice comes from a different angle. So there's a situation here where the angle is going to be shifted, basically. And I feel like it could be, now this could be about travel or move as well because of the Knight of Wands, but with that Emperor, it's about control. But there's also something here about like things get flipped. When I see the Justice, I'm thinking things become balanced or things come to light. So tell me what this Tower is, because the Tower is that change, is that shift. It could be a shift in energy. It could be a complete and change. Something just kind of gets pulled out from under you. Now, it comes from that energy of the Knight Emperor energy. So let's take a look at this. So that could be somebody, and it could be you, or it could be work too. I'm not getting a feeling. I feel like it's just more general because there's no specific cards. We've got all of the things going on here. We got actually quite a few majors. So what is the Tower, please? Ten of Pentacles, Chariot. Some of you are moving. There's going to be a change here. Ten of Pentacles is home. Chariot is speediness, but Page of Pentacles is something you've been planning. So this Tower is a change regarding something you've been planning, and it could be a move because we've had the Knight of Wands as a clarifier and the Chariot, but also it could be like the energy of the Chariot is coming in and strong and positive and winning. But this change does have to do with something in your stability area. Now, the Page of Pentacles also says this is something that you've been working on. So if there's been something that you've been working on, there's going to be a change here. And it's the right thing to happen, justice. But I feel like with the Five of Pentacles coming in, it's going to be like, oh, I didn't want that. So keep this in mind. There's something happening here with this. Again, it has to do, I feel like this whole change has to do with recognition of something. And it'll be very interesting. Wow. Okay. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the future influence. Now, the Five of Pentacles can be about feeling destitute. It can be feeling like you're kind of out in the cold. It also can be about finding a new path. And let's see which direction we're going in, because, and I've talked about it for those of you who know me, like the Five of Pentacles in the red or white, they're walking by the church, but they keep passing it. Well, why are they passing it? You know, why? So it really is why they're passing it, because maybe it didn't serve them last time. No, it could be that they're just missing it. So it could be destitute. So there's, it depends on the cards around it. For those of you who read tarot, think about that a lot. I kind of go both ways. That's why I clarify, is because there's a lot of times cards have more than one meaning. And honestly, I do clarify in personal readings, but not as much, because it's more directed at one person, one question. And when the energy is a little more open and you're reading for the collective, it can be a lot of different things. So tell me more about this Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Empress. Interesting. With the Six of Swords there. Again, another move card. Five of Swords. Okay, so this has to do with something where you're collaborating. And I feel like there may be the Three of Pentacles, though. I feel like there's good people around you. And the Empress, I feel like you're going to be fulfilled. But the Five of Swords is the spare knot. And I think that is also what's happening here. And that's the Five of Pentacles. You deciding whether if it's fair or not fair, or if not, what direction do I take? But I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, it's a good overall good situation. But everything's going to come to light here too, so it can lead you to thinking this through. Again, the Five of Swords is everything fair? We got the Justice, we got the Five of Swords here. There's a feeling of is it fair? Let's look at the Death card. We have the Death and the unexpected. So that's a transformation. So to go from the Tower back to the Death, that tells me that this shift, this change, this unexpected thing is leading to some growth here. And that you unexpectedly see some changes happening. Tell me more about the Death card. Tell me more. Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. There may be, the Ten of Wands, this is something that, you've been working really hard on. The King of Pentacles is either somebody or it's stability. It could definitely be somebody. Um, but there's that five again, the Five of Pentacles. So I think this Five of Pentacles energy is what leads to the change, because you realize that it's just too much, Ten of Wands. And that leading to too much, feeling burdened, is what's actually allowing you to change and say, okay, I don't want to be. It's important that I stay stable and move forward. So there is an energy here that Five of Pentacles is important to happen, because it allows you to transform. Because if you're thinking about something one way, again, we had that hangman. It might be causing you to not look for that different direction. So we have the Five of Swords in the challenge. Again, there's something here that you are trying to fight for, but it's not completely fair. So when you say that, it could be like, I don't think it's a blatant unfair, someone being devious. I feel like it's more like it might just not be even. It would be like, they have the weight classes in wrestling. Well, they have that for a reason, right? Because if someone's two times the size of someone else, it's just not fair. It's that kind of not fair, um, where it's not malicious. It's maybe you just can't win that. There's no way you can. So you keep trying to fight it, but there's just no way to win it. Is there anything more about this Five of Swords in our challenge? There's that Justice, Karma, and the King of Cups. So this could be, yeah, something that's getting in your way. It's like, be really careful here if there's some kind of reuniting, because you need to see if this is fair. Justice, Karma, and then the King of Cups. So the challenge is this renewal fair? And there is something here about a person, and it could be about romance, King of Cups, but it also could be well, I don't think it's that. I was gonna say it could be a reminder to go with the flow, but I don't think it's that. I think there's something here where you're might be trying to fight for something you just can't get. However, it seems like you might be able to, right? Like the Karma, the card there, the Justice or the Judgment is saying, here I am. And you're like, I don't know. The Ace of Pentacles, though, I like this in your strength, because it's a new beginning. It's a new start. It's a new opportunity too. So I want to see if this is an opportunity. Tell me more about what this Ace of Pentacles is. A Four of Cups, Empress, Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords, the healing is done. The Four of Cups is to the Empress, I think, as you're wishing your dreams. And the dreams here is about taking care of something. So whether it's taking care of a person or taking care of yourself or even taking care of a situation, I find that the Empress can be also about that. And then we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like this is saying your healing is done on this situation that you've been having your eyes set on with the Four of Cups. Like, it's like, okay, I'm ready for a new beginning, because we do have Sun to Four of Wands, which I really like. For one, they're both very bright cards. The Sun being, happiness and joy, and the Four of Wands being the celebration. There is even though there's no work cards here, there is work being done with that Justice and the Tower. And then, oh shoot, the Tower, now I need to find a new direction. Okay, I can deal with my challenge doing something that's just not going to work, or I can take a new look at things. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Sun, please. What is the Sun? Mhm. Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Temperance. So yeah, this is, I'm going to walk away and I'm going to start something new. Because you know what? I want I want emotional stability. The comfort of the Temperance too, because it's emotional stability, but at the same time, it's, um, alchemy and making things happen and feeling good about them too. Like you just feeling good. But the Eight of Cups is the walk away, and the Ace of Pentacles is that new opportunity. So there is something that is bringing you joy here with the energy of walking away from something. We have the Four of Wands next. So what is it we are celebrating? What is this celebration card? I love the Four of Wands in general. I like to see it because it's usually can be about being around people that just make you feel good too. But it's also celebrating the work you've done, what you've put into something. Tell me more about this Four of Wands. Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles has showed up in the future, so it's good stuff. And the Eight of Cups twice too. So the Eight of Cups is the choices of walking away. So the Seven of Cups here, Eight of Cups walking away, knowing that there's something here that you just need to move away from. Seven of Cups is realizing your choices, and that's the celebration right there. And then taking advantage of a new opportunity. So this ace is a big deal. It comes in as a strength, so it may not be someone offering you a new opportunity. It may be you taking advantage of this change and turning it into a new opportunity, because it seems to me like the Five of Pentacles is a bump in the road where it says, okay, um, it's time to grab a hold of treating this as a new opportunity, not as not as a bad thing. But it's interesting how it's got the Six of Wands there too. The wheel is in the advice. I just feel like, things are moving forward for a reason, and know that there's ebbs and flows. If you're going through a hard time, you can work through it and things will get better, and you can go through good times, and then something can happen and make you kind of go, oh shoot. And then it's a cyclical thing, and it doesn't necessarily mean bad to good to good to bad. It doesn't necessarily mean that. What it means is life keeps moving. So look at your opportunities along the way. Don't, because you can all of a sudden not have, as many opportunities coming your way, or you don't know when something like that will happen again. You just don't know, because time just keeps moving forward. um, and as far as I know, we don't have time travel yet, although as there's a rumor we do. So you you can't go back, so I do feel like it's remember that it's not about taking action, this advice. It's about understanding that, look at opportunities. Sometimes we have to look at a tower moment as an opportunity, and that's what it looks like here. And as long as you look at it that way, then you can handle that Five of Pentacles energy by saying, okay, this didn't work before, so it's time to start something new. So there you have your reading for today. I'll do three more cards. Is there anything, I don't know if there's anything else we need to know about this Ace of Pentacles that keeps showing up. High Priestess, Five of Wands, and the Hierophant. So definitely no, like High Priestess is telling me I'm not going to tell you everything, because it need to work through it. Because if you don't work through it, then the opportunity won't come, because there needs to be that challenge of the Five of Wands. And the Hierophant is stick to your guns, do the thing, commit to, giving yourself a chance or whatever, because the Five of Wands is dealing with conflict or competition. Um, so know that this is this is what needs to happen. And I think with High Priestess there saying, yeah, you might have to deal with this tower to be able to deal with the better thing that's on the horizon. So there you have your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that thumbs up button. It does help. Take care.